Good morning and welcome to the Windward Buddhist Temple family Dharma service. My name is Naomi Kaneko and I will be your MC. We will begin with the ringing of the temple bell or kansho that signifies the beginning of a temple service. It is a deep and sacred ritual steeped in ancient tradition. It is the calling of the people to come together to listen to the Dharma or teachings. The temple bell represents the gratitude and deep appreciation of the members, friends, and guests of the Windward Buddhist Temple. Please sit quietly in your seat. Please rise for the meditation, followed by the chanting of the Vandana Ti-Sarana by the congregation in Pali and English in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 7.
Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu.
Please be seated. Today's sutra is Gassho with Amida in the WBT Supplemental Service Book on page 14.
Namu Amida Butsu. I recite Amida's name with deep joy and gratitude. I Gassho with Amida. Trees and and flowers all grow in great compassion. This light shines throughout the world. I Gassho with Amida. Flowers bloom and flowers fall. From the seeds sprout new flowers. This is the truth unchanging. I Gassho with Amida. Springtime brings the happy birds. Their songs all praise Amida. I join them in Nembutsu. I Gassho with Amida. When I call Amida's name, it's Amida calling me. Buddha's voice, my voice are one. I Gassho with Amida. When I'm lonely, I recite Namu Amida Butsu. Then I feel great compassion. I Gassho with Amida. Nembutsu in work and play. Every day with Amida. Every moment filled with light. I Gassho with Amida. Remember the golden chain. Kindness to all living things. I will follow this teaching. I Gassho with Amida. In the clear, bright morning sun, in the fading light of day, in the silence of the night, I Gassho with Amida. Namu Amida Butsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I Gassho with Amida. Namanda Bu. Namanda Amida's vow is shared equally by all, together attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of peace. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu.
Please rise for the recitation Homages in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 2. And then please continue to stand for the Gatha Arigatai in the WBT supplemental service book on page 15. Hard it is to be born into human life. Now we are living in it. Difficult it is to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear them. If we do not gain emancipation in this present life, we may not be free from ill-faring in the ocean of births and deaths for kalpas. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures.
We go to the Buddha for guidance. May we always walk in the way that leads to enlightenment. We go to the Dharma for guidance. May we be submerged in the depth of the teachings and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. We go to the Sangha for guidance. May we all with one accord live the life of harmony in the spirit of oneness, free from the bondage of selfishness.
Even through myriads of kalpas, hard it is to hear such excellent and profound teachings. Now we are able to hear and receive them. Let us try to understand the Tathagata's teachings. Again, please continue to stand. We are in the purple WBT supplemental service book, page 15 for Arigatai. Thank you. Our Dharma speaker today, one of our favorite speakers, Dennis.
Don't make me any more nervous than I am. Good morning, everyone. That was Jet, by the way. Please place your hands together in Gassho for an aspiration, a passage by Renyo Shonin. The Buddha welcomes all sentient beings just as they are. There is no expectation of any transformation or alteration. Indiscriminately, beings are reached by the Buddha's wisdom and compassion. Namu Amida. Well, I'll start my talk today by reading a book. Better find my book. It's called The Pumpkin Patch. Oops. Technology, you know. There we go. The Pumpkin Patch by Sybil Taylor and illustrated by June Atkin. I don't usually multitask, so to read and click this thing. Okay. There was once a very wise old man who lived in the country in a little house with a garden where he grew good things to eat. The old man loved all the living things around him, and especially he liked to watch his pumpkin patch grow. But one day the pumpkins began to quarrel. I'm the biggest one. So what? You're crowding me. I'm the sweetest. I'm the highest in the sky. I'm the roundest. You're mean. I don't care. You're just a baby. I'm the closest to the earth. When the old man heard all the racket, he looked out of his window and said, "Please, pumpkins, stop." Shh, no more talking. Just sit very, very quietly together. Sit very, very still and very, very silent. Why? Asked the little pumpkin. The wise old man just smiled and said, "Try it and see." The sun went down over the garden, and in the pumpkin patch, the pumpkins sat very, very still and very, very silent. Stars and moon came out, and the old man slept. And the pumpkins continued to sit very, very still and very, very silent. Rain fell, and clouds flew by, and still the pumpkins sat on until at last the morning sun rose up. "Pumpkins," the old man said, "did you learn something?" "Yes," they all said happily. "We learned that we all feel the same things. We all feel the warm sun on our skins, helping us to be strong and to grow. We all feel the raindrops bringing fresh water to the earth and to the thirsty roots of our vine mother. We all feel our vine mother drinking up the water and feeding it to each and every one of us through our stems. And we know that one and all and one, we are connected together in a single, great, big, beautiful pumpkin patch." And the wise man smiled and said, Good. And then he went into the house and ate his delicious breakfast. Okay, remember the last time you were upset and angry? This is adults and kids. Maybe it was when you were arguing with someone in your family. Or maybe, like the pumpkins in this story, you quarreled with your friends. You probably felt unhappy and maybe even lonely because nobody seemed to understand. In this story too, when the pumpkins in the pumpkin patch are quarreling, they are not happy. They are so upset that they cannot listen to each other without being angry. They are so busy being mad that they forget to look all around at things in the world that, around them. Things like a bug taking a walk on a leaf, or a cloud changing shape in the sky, or a sad friend who needs cheering up. Luckily, the wise old man in the story knows a way to help the pumpkins, a way discovered long ago by a great teacher named Shakyamuni Buddha. Although you are not a pumpkin, Buddha's way can help you will help you too when you are feeling mad, sad, lonely, afraid, or mean. Remember in this story how the pumpkins stopped quarreling when they sat very, very quietly? Sitting like this is part of Buddha's way, and it is called meditation. First, you pick a quiet place. Then you sit up straight but comfortably. Sit quietly like that for a while and feel how gently the air of your breath moves into your body and then moves out again. Sometimes when you're sitting quietly, you start thinking about things. Maybe you think about things like how you're still mad, or how you're hungry, or want to go out and play. That is okay. Everybody think of things all the time. All you do when that happens is feel your breath again, how it moves in and out of your body, in and out. Most of the time, doing this will make you feel really still and calm. Just the way a glass of water gets when you stop stirring it. Meditation helps people to be peaceful, like the pumpkins were after they sat quietly in the rain and sun. Sitting quietly, they felt the warm rays of the sun and the pit-pat of the raindrops on their leaves. And they did not feel like shouting anymore to their friends. Sitting quietly, they were able to notice that all of them were growing from the same vine. Now for some quiz. Okay, for the children. Moiva, what's the name of the book? Good. Have a little. Since you had so many candies. What did the old man love? At the beginning of the story, and the one thing. Okay, whoever gets another clementine. Name one of the main characters, Casey. Yes, pumpkin. Yay! What other character? Yes, Everly?
The old man.
Yes. Okay, at the end of the story, what did the old man do? He was happy to hear about the pumpkins, and he wow, that'll be mean if he ate the pumpkin for breakfast. Well, you get half right. He ate breakfast. We'll round up the half to a whole orange. Okay, now this is for the adults. You should know this one, a little easy. What is the story about? So many people wanting to answer that one. Adult? Lisa said meditation. Lisa's right. It's about meditation. I guess she's not coming up for it. Okay, meditation is the answer. And meditation is a practice that involves focusing and clearing your mind using a combination of mental and physical techniques. The practice of meditation is thousands of years old, and different forms come from around the world. On the outside, someone who's meditating might not seem to be doing anything other than breathing or repeating a sound, a phrase, over and over. Inside their brain, however, it's an entirely different story. Modern diagnostic and imaging techniques like EEG and MRI scans show that meditation can positively affect your brain and mental health. Life in America is becoming more and more stressful. People blindly follow the cultural expectations of our consumer society, and our lives become entirely frantic, uptight, harried, and superficial. Americans are increasingly looking to Asian methods of meditation to calm their minds and harmonize their lives. Meditation practices can help to enhance attention, kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and mental calmness, even in difficult situations. Meditation techniques allow us to touch our inner consciousness, from which springs tranquility, wisdom, compassion, and a sense of oneness of all things. Some techniques includes physical activities such as yoga, tai chi, qigong, and even flower arranging. In Shin Buddhism, we do not regard meditation as a practice to attain enlightenment, but we look at it as a way to calm and settle our minds and hearts to be able to listen to and receive the Dharma or the teachings. The sutra chanting in Shin Buddhism service also has a meditational aspect to it. During our Sunday services, we begin with meditation. It's a time for quiet reflection. We prepare ourselves to receive the Dharma. We empty our minds and hearts so they can be filled with the Dharma. Focus on the candle that symbolizes the wisdom of the Buddha that illuminates the darkness of ignorance. Or focus on the flowers, which symbolizes the compassion of the Buddha, representing purity and beauty. In addition, because the flowers wilt, they represent the fragile and impermanent nature of life. In his book, Everyday Suchness, Gyome Kubose writes, "Only when we are calm are we able to see things as they really are. Only when our minds are tranquil are we able to reflect the truth, just as the calm surface of water reflects the beautiful moon. A disturbed or unsettled mind cannot see the truth of things, just as wavy, disturbed water cannot reflect the moon. All creative things, poetry, art, philosophy, are the products of serene and composed minds, because all require a keen awareness of life. And this awareness is only possible when our life is serene. Traditionally, Buddhism has limited its meditation practice to sutra chanting and recitation of the Nembutsu, Namu Amida Butsu. Today, however, there is an increasing demand from within our temple and from those wishing to join us for quiet sitting meditation instructions in addition to chanting meditation. Each week, Reverend Butsu leads a meditation session. He does a guided meditation, then a walking meditation consisting of hands in Gassho, walking slowly and quietly around the temple, and then offering incense. Then a sutra is chanted, followed by a short Dhamma message. Shin Buddhists entrust in the other power of Amida Buddha's wisdom and compassion, and do not rely on our own self-centered attempts to attain enlightenment or birth in the Pure Land. At the moment we realize true entrusting of Amida Buddha, there is a natural, spontaneous recitation of the Nembutsu. Shinran advocated that birth in the Pure Land was settled in the midst of life rather than at death. At the moment one entrusts oneself to Amida Buddha, a Pure Land birth is affirmed. In his article, The Path of Gratitude, Jeff Wilson states, in Shin Buddhism, a main focus is the practice of gratitude. This sets us apart from many other Buddhists. We don't practice to achieve anything, not enlightenment, good karma, a favorable rebirth, or material rewards. We practice simply to give thanks for what we have received. It's a small shift in one's perspective, but when pursued, it can be transformative. With this awareness, Shin Buddhists say the Nembutsu in gratitude. Nembutsu is a phrase that expresses our happiness and thankfulness. It isn't a mantra or a prayer. It doesn't accomplish anything other than letting out that bottled up gratitude in a joyous utterance. When we say Namu Amida Butsu, we are not begging to get into the Pure Land or trying to win favors with the Buddha. We are saying, how wonderful to receive so bountifully. Thank you very much. Jodo Shinshu emphasizes salvation through faith alone rather than relying on one's own efforts to attain enlightenment. Amida Buddha made his original vow to save us without any discrimination, all sentient beings who call his name in true faith. Traditional forms of meditation are primarily to relax our minds and body, to relieve life's agonies, sorrows, and stresses. Meditation for Shin Buddhists is to clear our minds and open our hearts to receive the Dharma in gratitude to the Buddha for accepting us just as we are, and we do say Namu Amida Butsu. We do not ask for favors or blessing. We do not ask that the Rainbow Warriors win a game. And they won yesterday, and they were on the road, no less. But they did it on their own. I'm tempted to ask to have the Miami Dolphins beat the Kansas City Chiefs today, but I just want a good game. Don't tell me if you know the score. I think they played in Europe or something, so the game was early. Don't tell me. Thank you for listening to my talk. Please place your hands together in Gassho. Repeat the Nembutsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Thank you. Sorry for all the technical difficulties.
Thank you very much. That's why I feel he's one of the favorite speakers. And you really made me think when you mentioned about all this technology all around us, and yet your lesson is ancient and 1,000 years old by just meditating, even though we're surrounded by all of this. Please rise for the Gatha, Namu Amida Butsu, in the brown Praises of the Buddha book on page 104, and then continue to stand for the Nembutsu on page 135 in the red Jodo Shinshu service book.
Gentle are Buddha's children in school, at church, or at play. Gentle are Buddha's children in thoughts, in words, and in deeds. Namu Amida Butsu.
Thank you. Please be seated. And Dennis, are you going to do announcements today?
Good morning again. Thank you, Cynthia, for leading our service today. Naomi, thank you for being our MC and my Vanna. Side joke. Thank you, David, for being the greeter. Thank you, Lisa and Joy, for playing the piano. And of course, thank you, Ryan. Thank you for helping with the technical difficulties. Did I miss any announcement? I mean, a guest? There's no guest. I don't think everybody knows everybody, right? Okay. A reminder that our food drive to support the Hawaii Food Bank continues until next Sunday, November 12th. Please leave your donated non-perishable food items in the boxes located right outside the office. Movie night will be Friday, November 10th. It starts with dinner at 5:30 and the movie will be about an hour later. If you would like to attend, if you want to bring your children, your grandkids, or bring yourself, because I think it's a fun movie, please do sign up. That would allow us to, so we can order the right amount of food for everybody. On Saturday, Moilili Hongwanji will be having a fall seminar on mental health. It'll be from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Please see the flyer that's posted on the bulletin board for more information. And then on November 19th, we won't be having services here. Instead, we will be doing a carpool visitation to Jikoen Hongwanji to join in their 85th anniversary, and they'll be serving lunch. Next Sunday, November 12th, will be our monthly remembrance service. If you would like to remember a loved one, a person, or even a pet who passed away in the month of November of any year, you may do so during the remembrance service. Please add the name of your loved one on the list once you come in, and the list will be at the greeter's desk. And of course, if you do have a picture of the loved one, you're welcome to bring that, and we'll have them put up here. Next item, Cynthia has something special to say.
Good morning. Anyway, it's the first Sunday of the month, so you know what that is. It's birthday day. So, how many of you have birthdays in November? Please stand and come out front. Nobody? Oh, there's one. Okay, come on up. Oh, two. Stephen? All right. Only two, unless they're in the kitchen. Okay, and stay up here for a photo shoot. Okay, thank you. So let us sing to them. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Oh, wait, photo. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, and today is intergenerational service, so we'll have some fun activities after this, and Prudence will share that with us.
Good morning. Okay, last week I didn't show you what snack we're going to make. Wait. Can you see that? Oh, it's a turkey. It's an Oreo turkey. Okay. Now can you see it? Okay, so we'll make these first, get that out of the way, and then we have turkey hand puppet. Even the adults, I made enough so adults can make that too. And then we have Thanksgiving and thank you cards. And then, of course, it only has the trunk, so you have to use your fingers in the ink and make your own leaves or flowers. So we'll do 3 things. Okay? So we'll set it up in, can't hear me, I guess. We'll set it up in the back. After you have a break, then I'll ring the bell or do something and you can gather. See you.
Okay. I meant to say this kind of dry joke earlier. Why is October, November stressful for pumpkins? Because they get carved up in October and they get eaten in pies in November. Any other announcements? If not, it's time to eat. Let's do the words of thanksgiving found on page 126 of the red service book. We are truly grateful for this wonderful food, a gift of life. May we share its benefits with all beings. As we partake of this food, let us remember Amida Buddhist compassion, which surrounds all people and all forms of life. Namu Amida Butsu. Itadakimasu. Thank you.